You probably heard the phrase that love heals. And while that sounds comforting and poetic and it softens the edges of your mind so that you feel more love, when we say love heals, is it just because it brings us closer together and makes us feel those feelings? Or is there something deeper to this? The truth is, love is vibration, it's a frequency. And when we're in that state of being, our body is doing very specific things, very real and specific things that cause our body to regenerate. Love is not merely an emotion, it is a physiological state that allows our body to heal and regenerate. And I want to share some of that science with you. Hi, my name is Dr. Kat Lewis, and I like to explore the fascinating connection between science, spirituality, the nature of reality, and your health. If that sounds interesting to you, then please like and follow me. You're in a state of love, not emotional attachment, not romance, not sentiment. I mean, those are part of it, yes. But when you're in a true state of unconditional love, your body shifts into a highly energetic state, a high voltage, highly ordered, regenerative mode. When we're in that state of being, our biology is doing something extremely specific and extremely meaningful. So when we are in a true state of unconditional love, when we feel warmth radiating from our chest, when our mind and our breath is softened and we just feel so blissful inside, that is the signature of what your body is doing physiologically. That is the signature of your body increasing its voltage, becoming highly ordered and structured, and reorganizing electrical patterns. So that's better communication between our cells, and it allows our cells to heal and regenerate. That feeling that you feel, the blissful feeling that you feel, is not just a feeling. Your biology is doing something very specific and very meaningful. So just like our cell phones, if we don't have enough juice in our cell phones, enough voltage, then they're not going to work. In our body, if our cells don't have enough voltage, they're not going to work either. They're going to look like this. Just imagine what this person feels like versus this person. Wouldn't you imagine that this person feels more blissful, more coherent, more calm, more steady? That is the signature of being in a vibrational state of love. When our system is stressed, voltage drops. When our cells can't hold on to energy, when they don't have enough energy, they can't hold on to oxygen, and the cell starts to die. And that's when we start experiencing chronic symptoms. You might feel it as high blood pressure. You might feel it as pain in your body, autoimmune disease, anxiety, depression. Those are all states of low voltage. So when we have low voltage, we have chronic disease. When we have high voltage, we are regenerating. So where does that voltage come from, and how can we generate that voltage when we're not in love with someone or something? Here's something you might not have thought about before. Most of us think that the object of our affection is causing us to feel love. We think it's the person that we're in love with, or if it's a car that we're in love with, or whatever it is that that is the object of our affection, we think it's coming from that object, right? But really, the object is just the excuse you gave yourself to allow you to soften your boundaries and express the love that's already within you. Think about it, right? Think about it. That person or that object just allowed you to soften your boundaries, and then the love that is already you was expressed. You see, we are all part of this field of existence called the unified field. Our physicists call it the unified field. Our spiritual traditions call it the mind of God, source energy. It's a field of energy. We can't see it, but it's here. When you start to reach a certain level of consciousness, you can start to experience it. An ocean of energy, and our physicists tell us it's infinite. It's like in one sugar cube volume of space, there's 10 to the 93 grams of energy. They say that energy, just a fraction of that energy, could fuel our globe indefinitely. This is probably the reason why Tesla said, when science starts investigating the non-physical, the sea of energy that we exist in, that we will make more progress in 1 year than we have in all of our existence. Our spiritual traditions tell us that God's sea, or God's mind, is an ocean of energy. It's infinite. Well, that energy is what's creating our physical bodies. So while we look separate from the space around us, we're not. This is why scientists tell us that atoms are 99.99999% space. And what are we made out of? Atoms. So therefore we're made out of space. So while it seems like we're separate from this field of energy, this seemingly empty space, we're actually made out of it. The particles that make up our body are coming out of this space. When we align, when we allow ourselves to relax, lower our boundaries, and cohere with this space, that raises our voltage. That's what's giving our cells enough energy to heal and regenerate. When we relax and allow ourselves to expand and to feel, we feel the feeling of love. We feel bliss. That feeling of warmth is our electrical patterns reorganizing. Feeling of expansiveness is the releasing of the boundaries of our body. We're expanding into the field around us. And it feels peaceful because the noise, the resistance, the friction between this physical body, our cells, and the field is lessening. And that's why it feels like peace. It's an increase in the voltage, and that's what feels peaceful and blissful. And that's why when you experience the feeling of love, your system is healing and regenerating. These are all the things that are happening when you allow yourself to experience love. And because we think it is coming from the person outside of us, then we don't let ourselves experience it all the time. But now that you know that it's coming from within you, you can allow yourself to feel it. The easiest way is to drop your attention into the heart. When you drop your attention into your heart, so it's slightly right of center, it's not the physical heart, it's your spiritual heart. It's right where the field is generating your physical body. So when you allow yourself to feel that feeling and then you appreciate it, what's happening is you amplify it and it spreads, like as if you threw a rock in the center of a pond. So your attention is your rock. And when you bring it here into the heart and feel the feeling of love, and then you appreciate the feeling, that's amplifying those ripples that are radiating out through your entire body. And that ripple carries information, and that ripple carries the voltage and the information that allows your body to heal. So now that you know it's not coming from the person, that you can generate it yourself, will you generate it yourself? Type love in the comments to remind yourself to generate it yourself. Bring your attention into your heart. Create the feeling of love. If you don't feel it already, use your imagination to create the feeling. And when you use your imagination to create the feeling, that is a real physiological effect. So the feeling you get is not your imagination. It is a real effect, okay? And because we're all part of the sea, when you send ripples out, it's affecting everybody. So remember, drop your attention to the heart. Feel the feeling of love. If you don't feel it, create it. So just remember when you felt love from someone or something. Focus on the feeling and then appreciate the feeling. Love the feeling of love, and it will ripple out. If you like this content, please like, share so others can benefit, and follow me for more information.